So welcome to another Need for Speed 2022 video. I'm getting more and more excited for this game, and we haven't really received any official information for a long time, but I guess this is sort of official. So this is confirmation. This was rumored back in February. Codemasters Cheshire have joined the development of Need for Speed 2022, which is pretty exciting. So this studio used to be Evolution Studios, who was owned by PlayStation and worked on some incredible games such as Drive Club and Motorstorm. These are top tier games. I don't really know to this day why PlayStation decided to end that studio. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, they're now owned by Codemasters, and it sounds like for the foreseeable future, Codemasters Cheshire will be a part of Need for Speed. So I believe this was a post on Codemasters Facebook, so it's official. An exceptional opportunity for a producer to contribute in a new era for racing development. Pete Johnson. What's a better way to start this week than sharing some details regarding an exciting opportunity based at Codemasters Cheshire Studio, but also the future of the studio itself. We are looking for an experienced producer to join the studio as we embark on an extraordinary journey to deliver the future of Need for Speed. Oh yes. So we have Criterion and Codemasters Cheshire working together for the foreseeable future on the next Need for Speed game. Oh yes. Working in tandem with the directors, development managers and teams, you will help to identify potential issues and ensure that important decisions are made to enable the studio to perform to its maximum potential. Oh yes. Codemasters Cheshire will come together with Criterion Games to create the future of Need for Speed, starting with the next Need for Speed title, then extending to future-facing initiatives. Okay. Codemasters Cheshire will work with Criterion on creative, technical, and future executions in service to the vision outlined in a Need for Speed strategy. Please take a look at the job details in the link below. As always, my DMs are open. We are EA. Our work is play. Need for Speed. Electronics Arts. Ooh, exciting times. This is quite the studio. And the fact they're now working on Need for Speed as well, EA is clearly realizing how big Need for Speed is. And I'm getting excited. But that's where the positives end. We're going to talk about our worries for the next Need for Speed game. This is inspired by LP Ripper. Go and check him out. He loves Need for Speed. I love Need for Speed. We talk fairly often. Check him out. He does lots of Need for Speed content. So, the first concern, microtransactions and how they're going to impact the game. From what I've heard lately, this is a rumor. I don't know if it's true. Microtransactions might not actually be in the game. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, the number in the screenshot in the gameplay, there's two numbers. One is obviously how much money you have in the game. And then there's another number. What does that other number mean? I don't know. Maybe it's based on going out at night. Maybe it's just a different currency. I don't know. We're not quite sure yet. But there's definitely a few raised eyebrows, a few concerns about that. And I'm also concerned. We'll see when the game comes out, nearer the time, how the microtransactions work. Personally, I would be up for seeing maybe new events, new cars. I don't mind paying for paid DLC as long as it warrants it. I'm completely fine with that. But if you're going to add microtransactions, I think we may have a few issues potentially. It depends how they're implemented. I don't know. Lots of question marks around this. That is one of my first concerns. So a lot of you guys know I love my single player games. I love a good story, and that is my next concern, my next worry. Is the story going to be really short like Need for Speed Heat? Recent leaks and rumors are that the game, again, like Need for Speed Heat, is short. As in, you can complete it maybe in an afternoon. That is incredibly short. Again, this is a complete rumor. We'll see when the game comes out. I will let you know how long the game is once I finish it. But that is a massive concern for me. Need for Speed Heat while at times was very good, you could tell stuff was cut out. You could tell it was rushed. And with the whole Battlefield issue, Criterion had to stop working on this game. I'm worried the story again is going to be short. I guess as long as it's good, and it's about, well, at least a good 4 hours, at least, surely. I don't know. I am concerned about that. I want a good story, and I want a decent length. That is all I ask. Next up is multiple studios. This is a slight concern because this is two big studios trying to come together to put together one vision. Normally, a big game like maybe Sony, for example, The Last of Us Part 2, Horizon Forbidden West, there's a lot of outsourcing, but they're just outsourcing their ideas. So maybe they send it to an artist and then they make the machine, for example, in Horizon Forbidden West. But these are two big studios coming together with, I'm guessing, 50-50 on how the game comes together. It's a bit of a concern. But hopefully with the right people behind it, I feel like we should be okay. I think it's a plus, having these two talented set of people coming together to make a Need for Speed game. It's a positive and potentially a negative at the same time. My next concern is physics. So between 2015 and Heat, there was definitely a big improvement, but I want to see further improvements. I don't want to go backwards to the sort of Criterion Most Wanted games. I want to see improvements on Heat. There's a lot of potential in Heat. I'm just concerned about the physics and their direction and how the driving feels. Of course, it's going to be arcadey. It's Need for Speed, but has to feel good in the hands. And Criterion sometimes hit and miss. So that is definitely a concern for me, and I'm sure a concern for a lot of people. Next up is the anime effects. I'm hopeful that maybe you can turn them off. And hopefully when you turn them off, it's turned off for everyone. That's all I'm going to say. So maybe multiplayer, for example, if one person has the effects on, does it affect everyone else? Yeah, hopefully there's a toggle switch. Can I turn the anime style off? Can I have them on? Personally, I'm open. I don't mind change. I like the sort of... I like to look at new stuff. I like it to feel a bit different. As long as the car models still look crisp, realistic, I don't mind too much. But hopefully there's a toggle switch to turn these anime effects off. Fingers crossed. It really does sound like this game is going to be next gen only. And that is a big concern because people still cannot get a PS5 in particular. Xbox is doing a great job of providing the consoles for the public. If they want one, they can generally buy one now. But the PS5 is so hard to still get, and that is a concern. A massive portion of the audience cannot play the new Need for Speed game, and that's not good. That is not good at all. But that's where it sounds like it's going. And again, it can be a positive as well, working on less consoles, working to really use that power of the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, of course. But still, that's a massive negative, not having that massive audience. There's 100 million PS4s in the world, and those people can't play the next Need for Speed. That is not good. Last and final point is I'm a little bit concerned about the map. The map looked pretty good, looked nice and built up. There was definitely some interesting areas on the leaked map, but I didn't really see any strips. I didn't really see any airports. And for me, I want an area where I can go as quick as possible on a drag strip, in an airport. Hopefully that's in the game. Fingers crossed. But for me, like I've said so many times, having an incredible world, having customization, having interesting characters and story, a decent length, online multiplayer, that is all I ask. I'm asking for a lot, but hopefully at least there's potential with this game. And then we can build on to the next one where it's not so rushed. This game might feel a bit rushed. That is definitely a big concern. But hopefully it's got potential. We enjoy it and we want more. That's the goal for this game for me. Fingers crossed we can get it. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys have any concerns about the next Need for Speed game? Are you guys getting excited with all these leaks and stuff like that? Let me know. And I We'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.